I want to know if it's connected, if it's working. No. Yes, it's streaming, but it's not working. Waxwell. Oh, it's Waxwell. Dude, you know that notebook that's on the dresser? What kind of memory card is the Zoom? Is the DJI tape?
I can help it out.
Is it a micro or regular?
Micro. Right. It's a micro, right?
Mm-hmm. Loose booty.
That was my foot.
Okay, it's not showing on YouTube and it's live, but it's showing right now. You and this fucking foot, sir. First, check to make sure that the pathways are in there, the doctrines. It's always trying to figure out how to start the chat, like where to start first. Necessarily trying to build the environment shifts. So I think first, instead of trying to focus on the environmental shifts, set up the placeholders for the pathways. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Let's work on setting up the template setting default. Okay, there we go. Default. Let's work on setting up the default system. Okay, the default environment layout for this sphere. For the sphere UI design, labeling the 4 quadrants. Nope. Okay. Not cool. Actually, the 4 cardinal directions. North, south, east, west. North would be south is below bottom of the screen. Below the sphere. West, east. To the left. No wait, that's on the right. It's never eat soggy waffles starting from the right hand or the left hand.
What is never eat soggy waffles?
North, south, east, west. The cardinal directions. Is it starting from the left hand or the right hand?
That's clockwise. Never eat soggy waffles.
This way.
Never is up top. Never eat soggy waffles.
Okay, so this is right, and then this is left. It should end on the screen. There we go. Sometimes you forget shit. Okay. Top of the screen is above the sphere. This is below the sphere. Left of the sphere, and this is right of the sphere. Okay, we're gonna reword this. Prompting Codex to build default labeling for the four cardinal directions of the interface. Temporarily of the directions they occupy. And later be updated to their correct pathway title. As long as he happy, you know what I'm saying? This UI environment update should reflect lower top of the screen above the sphere. Right of the screen. So let's look up the areas of because I feel like if I can get it down to like it needs to be in this area, it needs to be in this area. No, not necessarily desktop screen. What am I looking at? Okay, let's try desktop ratios, maybe. I think better if I take this and then go in, just label, give it a preemptive design. Just like, hey, this circle's here, this needs to be here. So we're just gonna save this image really quickly. Desktop ratios. Come in here. It's a little small. I'm not gonna hold you, that's kind of tiny as thick. But we're gonna see if we can edit it. Let's see. Hello, I thought you were supposed to open it. Okay, bitch, now edit it. Hello. Right, here we go. So we're gonna change this to black. And this should say, no. You mean I can't add text? Oh, there we go. So don't get beat up. South. east. And motherfucking west. There we go. Boop. Now, if I put them that big, I feel like the system will fuck off and like make them that big. So, I'm gonna have to bring this down a little bit. A cute 10, you know what I'm saying? Shawty, you a 10, a 10. I don't know how I made that travel, but it worked. So now we're just gonna slide them over as best as possible, like this. And then a shape, I just need to mimic the spheres in the middle. Too much. Booyah! Fill it in, fill it in. Look at that. Give it a perfect example of what we're after, what we're looking to build. It does help if you give it like a draft of being like, this is what I want to do. This is how I want it to look. Now help me build the prompt. Save. Gang shit. Drop that in that bitch. Boom. Okay. Okay, today let's work on setting up the let's work on setting up building the codex prompt for designing the UI. Today, let's work on building the codex prompt for designing the default environment layout for the sphere UI. Interface. Guiding codex to build default labeling for the 4 cardinal directions of the interface. Temporarily, they will host the names of the directions they occupy and later be updated to their correct pathway title. This UI environment update should reflect okay. Note that we are not changing the design nor current functions we are aiming to add these new UI elements as directional. You trying to lay down?
Huh?
You trying to lay down?
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's right. Note that we are not changing the design nor current functions of the sphere UI interface. We are aiming to add these new UI elements as directional. Directional pathways for users. And then let's also look at my sticky really quickly. Directional pathways for users in regards to our of the pathway doctrine. Okay, let's in it. Yes, this is a phase 4 directional pathway scaffolding, not a redesign. It should add orientational labels around the existing sphere while presenting current sphere behavior in visual language. The hell was that? That was crazy. Where was that? The Codex prop. Okay, so here's the pathway. We are adding first navigational pathway layer. Yep. We're not redesigning it. We're not changing nothing. We're not altering anything. Yep. Placeholders, they'll be later with their correct terminology. A lot of this, I can say that a lot of this prescripted design and vibe coding is, I wouldn't say necessarily rudimentary, but very basic in that I'm more after this skeleton, like building the skeleton first and making sure that the skeleton works and that the skeleton makes sense to me to then therefore explain it better and in a faster and easier, more comprehensible way to others. Thus using Codex and GPT to vibe code the fuck out this bitch. This prompt keeps Codex focused at orientation infrastructure of the image. Works as a rough spatial reference, but the implementation should follow Selbrucivo's UI. Correct. Right. That's what we're going to drop in this little bubble here. Which in turn will affect this. So this is what we're currently working with. So cute, so adorable. And then what we're adding, please don't fall. You did it again on the bed now. You're gonna this man is gonna black out his toe, literally. We're literally gonna have to go to IKEA and get like safety guardrails.
On my toes.
No. They're like the things for the my mom got them for Zai, like on the corners of things, so he don't crack his face open. Because listen, I've done it. Shit, ask home. The little baby gash on the side of my head. Where's it at? It might be gone. There used to be one right there.
I don't know what it is.
I'm telling you, that's that voodoo. Somebody was like, man, fuck Jacob. And every time. Every time he turn a corner, he stub his toe. I'm kidding. That
In the name of Jesus, I
rebuke it.
cancel that in Jesus' name. Dear Heavenly
Rebuke it.
Father.
Rebuke it. Okay, so that's what it's gonna change. So we're gonna come back in here. I'm gonna take this prompt. I'm gonna pop this into here. Make sure that I'm inside of this folder. Okay, make sure I'm inside of this folder. Now, what I do need to find and what I do have to sort out is where the actual first interactive sphere. That I need to better get a grasp on the folder usage and like which folder has a sphere. And obviously, I know like the one build first interactive sphere. That's the folder that has the code that hosts this sphere design and then everything that gets built along the sphere design. So then my question is like, okay, as I'm building the pathways for everything, should those get their own folder or should those exist all within the sphere folder? But that's for something much later. So now, maybe it's sometimes this folder, this window here may or may not update. Um, but this is from a separate chat. This is when I built the return the threshold and come back to the same threshold. Pathway running. Let's see. Come down here. Terminal. Nope. I'm already in terminal. Review. There we go. So this is the folder. Do you want to allow? Yes. Uh-oh. It's restructuring it. Save that. Save. It doesn't matter. But yes. I'm just gonna need that. I'm gonna need to write that down later. Yeah, we're just updating it. So hopefully, because now this looks like this. All the code's fucked up. But that's the old folder. So now that used to be like 001.22 something. And now it's up to 4. Take this. I don't like when it only lets me preview in here and not in Mac. Thank you. So, old window, new window. Sign in. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, north, south, east, west. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now, let's expand this window really quickly. Stop doing that. Thank you. Okay. In expanding this window, I'm just trying to see if it made the OBS. This one. We're just gonna focus on that window really quickly. So now, okay. As you can see, we now have north, south, east, and west. Now, these aren't necessarily where I want them to be. Like east and west are fine. North and south, I want to rearrange. Because this scaling, I want in a different place. The return threshold, I want a different place. Like this whole section, this whole bottom layer interface, I want to look completely different. As well as up here in this northern section to look completely different. But thus continuously trying to move forward and building different things in different layers of the interface that does have different pinpoints of like, hey, this is built but needs to be upgraded. This is built but needs to be, XYZ. Instead of presenting not yet fully developed.
What's on the Ash?
I guess. Not yet fully developed layouts. But boom, we now have the areas of the directions built out. Now that that's done, I feel like I could easily have the system now updated to updated to the proper terms of what they need to be for the interface. But we're gonna exit at that for a minute. Okay, perfect. So it gave us what we needed in terms of pathways. So now I can come up in here. I'm in a window that I don't think y'all can see. Maybe you can. No. So these general pathways have been built. Okay, pathways areas have been built. Now is working on the environment. Sphere rotates. Now next is the sphere rotation, which is a UI direction because the sphere needs to rotate into an environment shift. So I need examples of sphere rotations into environment shifts. Thus includes today's tutorial. Okay, so now I think let's go in and label where they're all supposed to be. We were able to successfully update the Sphere UI interface. With the direction placeholders. Let's now write the Codex prompt to update. I don't think I ever realized that Codex never stopped responding. Okay, we might actually have to stop the stream because this is cracked out on me.